Like I said, HR is the most difficult.
Yes.
Finances you can learn to do it. So then we realized we had to pay 17 lakhs. People, they cannot communicate
Handle.
with me. They don't know how to talk to a woman. तो माझ्याकडे बघून हसला असं पण आलेलं आहे माझ्याकडे.
Okay.
They have to learn their job and they have to teach it to the others.
Correct.
Because if they want to go on leave, they have to tell me who is going to do their work.
That's a very important boundary you set.
Yeah, even if my father would call up after 6, even 1 minute after 6, I would not entertain his calls.
Hi, I'm Commander Girish Konkar. I'm an ex-Indian naval officer. I was in the Indian Navy for about 22 years. And in the Navy, I was a submariner. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Commander's Compass. As you can see, this time I am starting the video, because there is a slight difference now onwards in our video series. Today, as you can see, I'm sitting between two powerful ladies. Over here on my right is none other than Manisha, and her pa comes to her. She's my wife. So that's Manisha, a lovely, beautiful wife for last almost 40 years now. We've been married. She's a businesswoman in her own right, runs an independent business called Radhan Plastics, employs about 60 people, runs 24/7. So that's a huge thing, that as a lady entrepreneur, to run an industry in a purely man-dominated world, in that industry also is definitely a huge challenge, and we look forward to hearing her insights, which the interview will be conducted by Apurva. She's also a lovely mother. We have two children, and there's lots of other things which even I'm waiting to find out. So let's look forward to a great interview.
Manisha Tai, welcome to Commander's Compass.
Thank you.
It's a lovely feeling to have you here today. And you are a very multifaceted personality. We've interacted personally as well, and today I have the honor of interviewing you. So I want to start off with your childhood. You were the youngest of three siblings, and I think you must have grown up around a very loving and protective family. So, who were the people who influenced you and your personality as you grew up?
Yeah, so being the youngest and a daughter of three siblings, it was a very protective environment. And in those days, as it is being a daughter was a very protective environment. So it's not that I was introduced to adventure or anything of that sort. So, and in our house, we always had people around. So cousins would be there, then this thing. And my grandmother was staying with us.
Okay.
So her influence was quite a bit on unknowingly, subconsciously, as we would say. That the way she would be there in the house and do whatever she would do is something through which I learned empathy, how to be caring towards people. That is what I learned from her. From my mother is was an industrialist. I should say is an industrialist, because the industry which I'm running right now, she has started in 72.
Wow.
And so she is that go-getter, do everything. Plus she had the responsibility of the house. My grandmother was her biggest support, because she did not have to take care of the household stuff, though she was responsible for everything. And my father was on a touring job.
Okay.
So from him we learned perseverance. Even to date, that is a quality that I get to see in him. And he was in the marketing field. So his perseverance, his ability to talk to people on any subject is something that I saw over there. And So that is the family, and always a lot of people in the house.
Yeah, so you're used to
having
भरलेलं घर.
भरलेलं घर.
Yeah, yeah.
की घरात कायम कोण कझन्स आहेत, कोण आत्या आलेली आहे राहायला. माझी आत्ते बहीण आमच्या बरोबर कायम राहिलेली आहे, आमच्या बरोबर मोठी झालेली आहे. सो असं भरलेलं घर आमचं कायम असायचं.
म्हणजे ते तुमचं नॉर्मल आहे.
That is the normal thing. So even to date, I like to be in people. Like I can be alone. I can spend a lot of time on my own also. But if you tell me ki go and stay somewhere alone in some hill somewhere and all, I'm not that type of a person.
You will not be happy there.
I will not be
happy.
happy.
You live, but you will not be happy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you've taken a lot of strong women have raised you, and the men in your life are very secure.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of courage to have that kind of a matriarchal support within the family, and be strong as a man as well. So I think you have a very balanced and beautiful upbringing.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So my mother was the strict one, and my father was the lenient one. की जाऊ दे,
मजा करायला
मजा करायला पेक्षाही नाही मारू नको तिला, फटके नको देऊ तिला. Because I wasn't a very bright child.
Okay.
To be frank, I was an average child going to school, would pass every year. That is all.
That's it. Don't keep more hopes from me.
Don't keep too many hopes from me. So that is what I was.
And you have, like I've said earlier also, you have a very multifaceted personality, because I was going through your bio and I saw that you've tutored people in French. You've acted as a sub-broker in BSc. You were a wife in the Indian Navy, so that is a different kind of role altogether. And now you're also an entrepreneur, like Sir said, running your own industry. So what I see a pattern is you're constantly learning and evolving. So what is it that you keeps you going?
So as a kid also, my mother in the summer vacations would make sure that we go to the factory and work there.
Okay.
And she would make us, I would work in the shop floor because I was small. So in fact, there are photographs of me crawling in the material and things like that. So I've been grown up with that thing that you have to, and my mother would never let us sleep in the afternoon.
Okay.
She would say की काहीतरी करायचं, झोपायचं नाही. तू सरच्या नेक्स्ट की आता पण दुपारी झोपायचं म्हटलं की आईचा चेहरा असा मोठा डोळ्यासमोर येतो.
आता ते
कंडिशनिंग झालेलं आहे. आणि आता ती सांगते की दुपारची झोप काढ म्हणून. सो अँड कॉन्स्टंटली म्हणजे शी मेड अस लर्न. माय ब्रदर्स कॅन ऑल्सो निट. आम्हाला सगळ्यांना शिवण मशीन चालवायला शिकवलं होतं, बटन हे करायला. आणि
हँड्स ऑन लर्निंग.
यू कीप लर्निंग समथिंग. सो शी मेड मी गो अँड लर्न एम्ब्रॉयडरी विथ द नेबरिंग आंटीज हाऊस. तिथे जाऊन एम्ब्रॉयडरी शिकून ये असं म्हणजे. आणि कॉन्स्टंटली कीप लर्निंग समथिंग वॉज ऑलवेज देअर इन द हाऊस. आणि सो इवन आफ्टर मॅरेज there was a time we were staying at Prabhadevi and Girish would be away the whole day. So I had joined a stitching class.
Okay.
And I had already learned stitching from my mother. So it so happened that I landed up teaching that lady stitching.
Oh.
Because my mother had learned from a German lady. So her techniques were much finer, sophisticated, and with science in it. So I did a stitching class there. Then later on, my father was into stock exchange. He would invest in shares a lot, and he would come regularly to Mumbai for going to the stock exchange and all. So he got after me that you become a sub broker. So I said, "ठीक है, I'll become a sub broker." So I became a sub broker. I also did a course with the stock exchange. At that time, they would have a course for the sub brokers.
Okay.
So I did that course also with the stock exchange. Then there was a time when Girish was not around. So I had joined a computer. I did my diploma in computer science. Then there was in the paper I read about a class on accounts.
Okay.
So it was actually at that time writing of accounts. And when my sister was doing her BCom, when she was in her 11th, 12th, I used to help her out with her accounts. The,
So you
you
were
know, the
already familiar.
reconciliation and
Yes.
everything, I would help her.
Yeah.
And I'm younger to her. So I was maybe in the 9th or 10th and she was in the 11th or 12th.
Yeah.
And I would, help her with solving her problems. So I had an interest in accounts. So I did that accountancy course. Then since I was alone, the kids were not around at that time. There was a lot of time in hand in the evenings and all. So I would sit and stitch clothes for myself, for friends.
Even
everything.
today, you do crochet.
Yeah, I do crochet.
Because whenever
That's a stress buster
yes,
for me.
whenever we meet and you have a little free time on hand, I see you with your
Yeah.
needles there.
So I do crochet. So that's a stress buster for me currently. So when it's a stressful situation, I go into my crochet this thing.
Okay.
So in all whatever stressful situations I come, Girish first asks me, "Do you have your yarn with you?"
With you.
So that is there, and keep learning something is what I always feel.
So what are you learning right now?
Right now, I'm learning Sanskrit.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to learn since childhood. I've been good at learning languages. I've done my diploma in French, because of which I could do home tuitions
For
and
French as
everything
well, yeah.
in French. Then we were for 10 months, we were in Cochin in Kerala. So over there in 10 months, I learned to read, write and speak Malayalam.
Wow.
So that was one thing. And so I realized I'm good at languages. If you leave me in a country and everyone around is speaking a language, slowly in 10-15 days, I can get the gist of
Start
what they're
piecing
saying.
it together.
Yeah. So
Great.
that's there.
Yeah. Manisha, we spoke about your childhood. Then after that, you got married to Girish sir, and I think you spent a major chunk of your life as the Indian Navy wife, right? So that life is completely different from how you've grown up, and especially for someone who describes herself as an introvert, how did that life in the Navy shape you?
Yeah, good question. So not just introvert, but I am a non-adventurous type. And Girish sir is a very adventurous
Yes.
person.
Yeah.
Those who have watched his videos would already know about his adventures. And so I'm a completely no for adventure. And also, I was a person who couldn't mix up with people very easily.
Okay.
So, but in the Navy, you have a lot of parties, you have people coming over. Suddenly at Ratri 11 la bell vazel, आम्ही जेवायला आलोय.
हाँ.
So you have to cook
You
for
have to.
everyone.
हो.
You can't say no, okay,
नहीं,
no, it's
हाँ.
my sleep time, I need my sleep, nothing. So you have to, this thing. Then he would be away for days together. Almost 200 days a year he would be out.
Right.
He would not be available for us at home. Mag tithe we had to manage with whatever.
Wherever you're posted.
Yeah, wherever we are posted and with whatever situation that comes to us. So the first thing that I learned was when we shift in, we have to become friends with the neighbors.
Correct.
And when a neighbor is shifting in, we have to go and check with them that, do they need anything? Do they need water? Do they need
Basic
cha?
courtesy.
जेवणाची काय सोय आहे त्यांची. So everything we have to, it's, thing that I learned over time. Because till then we never had neighbor shifting. We had never shifted our house. So, and then parties. So we would have a lot of parties, naval get-togethers, dining in, dining outs and everything. So you go there, you interact with people. So that is what made me into, I wouldn't say an extrovert, but at least open up with people, talk to them, meet new people. That is what I learned over there. So, and then handling things on my own.
Actually, my question was just about that, because in the earlier part, we spoke about how you grew up in a very protective environment.
Yeah.
And now you
with
are
a lot of people around.
With a lot of people around. And now you are in a situation where sir is not there because of the nature of his work. And you are taking care of everything.
Yeah.
So how was that?
So I remember Devyani, my daughter, she was small, 3-4 months old.
Okay.
So I had put her in that baby carrier carrier, sat on the scooter and gone to the canteen to pick up stuff. So there was one old army officer's wife. She was wondering how you're carrying your baby in this and how you have come here. I said, I don't have a choice because in army you have help.
Right.
In the Navy you don't have that help.
Okay.
So in the Navy you are on your own because in army you do get support from the unit and all these things.
Okay.
In the Navy you are on your own. Like similar thing in Hyderabad when we were there in Sikandrabad. Every Tuesday the bus would take the ladies and go in to Hyderabad for their shopping or whatever
Okay.
they want. And I would never remember that. I would take my car and go on a Monday and come. Do my work and I come back. So that is something which I inculcated in me. And another thing, Girish sir is a person who is like this, that I would tell him that in the evening, all the husbands, they take the ladies to buy bhaji घ्यायला. You see the husbands with the
ते घेऊन
ladies
जाणार आहेत.
scooter वरनं घेऊन जातात and all. He said, I've given you a scooter. You do your bhaji shopping during the day. Evening, I'll take you out for a different ride.
Yeah.
We'll go somewhere. We'll go फिरायला जाऊ कुठेतरी
भाजी आणायला नको.
भाजी आणायला नको. That is something you can do on your own. So you be independent where it is required and so that is something which he also made sure that I was independent. So similarly, when we went to Delhi, within the first 3 days, first 2 days he took us around. At that time, you didn't have the Google map. You had the iShare map.
Okay.
So it was a thick book like this with all the roads and everything. So you could go to a person's house also using that map. It was even better than a Google map today. So he showed me how to use it for the first 2 days. Third day he said, okay, I'll look after the children. You take the scooter and you go. So I went all around New Delhi, and Delhi, the roads are like if you miss one turning, you'll land up somewhere else.
Yeah. You're going very far
It's a
there.
star-shaped crossroads. It's not
Correct.
4 crossroads. So it is that type of a city. And no mobiles at that
No
time.
mobiles.
So he saw that I become independent and I'm not dependent on him to go anywhere.
Wow.
And feel that independence that I can take. So in Delhi when I used to do my tuitions, I never used the public transport because people had told me Delhi is a dangerous place. You can't use a bus over there.
ते तो सगळा खूप लिस्टच असतं
तुम्ही
ते.
जर शेवटचे लेडी असाल बसमध्ये तर उतरायचं, बसमध्ये नाही बसायचं. असं सगळं at that time also I was told before I went to Delhi.
Okay.
But I never used the public transport then. It was my scooter and me going everywhere. Be it taking the kids for their classes, be it anything. It was me and my scooter. So I used to travel long distances, go give the tuitions and everything and come back. And that time when I would go, he would be with the children because
Right,
in
so
Delhi
he's
it was a shore
responsible.
posting. It was not he wouldn't
Right,
be
it's
sailing.
inland,
Yeah, so he would be coming back in the evening. So the children were in his this thing. Not just our children, but even our friends' children were with him. Swimming la घेऊन जा, घेऊन जा. So the kids would all be in our house and they would be waiting for him to finish his. So they would wait for him to finish his tea and chuda and everything, and they would be standing there next to him. कि आता चला.
Let's go.
Yeah. So that is how the life in the Navy was. We didn't have much money in hand because that time the salaries were really less and everything, but facilities were abundant. We enjoyed a lot. We traveled a lot. And in fact, friends would say, तुम्ही कधी घरीच नसता सुट्टीच्या दिवशी. म्हटलं सुट्टीच्या दिवशी कोण घरी असतं? You're not supposed to be at home.
Right.
So we had a wonderful time.
And I think one of the biggest takeaways here for me is that increase in your confidence and the exposure to the outside world that must have helped you later when you came back to Radhan Plastics as well.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
When you came back to Pune probably after Sir's years in the Navy, and we earlier spoke about how your mother is already an industrialist and she's the one who started Radhan Plastics. So when you came back and your parents probably had the talk with you where you could take over Radhan Plastics, what were your thoughts at that point of time?
Yeah, so initially when we came back to Pune in 2004, we frankly telling, we didn't know what we are going to do. The only thing which was in Girish's mind was कि job नहीं करना है. I want to do something on my own. So we were thinking of many things, and in the meantime, my mother was looking for an accountant because her accountant had left. So I joined her as an accountant.
Okay.
So that is the time I learnt Tally. She had a book of how to use Tally. Now I am not from the accounts background or anything, but Tally makes it very easy to use it.
Yeah.
So I learnt Tally. I started using it. I started looking after her accounts, and she would pay me a salary. So that was also helping us in the
Definitely.
running the house and everything. And then after that, Girish started his business Beyond Horizons, where he had an idea about doing leadership, team building. At that time, it was more of team development activities for companies. And there came a time when he needed help in his, and then an accountant had come into my mother's industry and everything. So I moved out from there and started working with Girish.
Okay. So you were not working for Radhan at that time?
No,
then,
in between I was
in
not.
between.
There was a period I was not working. So the my parents' office was in their house,
Okay.
and we also then put one table there, and we were also using the same setup
For Beyond
Horizons. We had one girl who was doing the accounting and all other things. I was guiding her, helping her, checking on what she's doing. So we were doing a lot of things, like to such an extent, if he's sitting with a client, he would send me a photograph or a visiting card, and from here an email would go to the customer. So the customer would also wonder, ki this guy is sitting here and I've received an email. So they kept thinking it's a big team back at the back end and everything. So that is how we were working. And then slowly he had one friend of ours had joined as a sales from Bombay.
Okay.
And we had this girl working here. So that team was working very well, and I could hand over everything to them. And it was a matter of delegation. So once I've delegated, I didn't have anything much to do. Then we realized that there came a time when by then my father was actually looking after the factory and helping my mother and everything. Because of health reasons, my mother couldn't put all her time into it.
Okay.
So he was looking into the major operations. So there came a time when they approached us that, why don't you take over? So that time the children had grown up a bit. They were sort of independent, though not completely independent, basically independent.
Right.
And I had a lot of time in my hand. Things at home were organized. Financially, we were quite stable. So I decided ki, okay, chalo. I don't know what made me take that decision, but maybe a thought that the business which Girish is in is a business where if he stands, we get the income.
Yes.
It's a very personal,
brand-driven,
person-driven, personality-driven business.
Yes.
So my thought process was that if we have an industry, even if we are not there in the industry, even if we are not going to the factory will run.
Yes.
It's not personality driven. So that is one thing which had just crossed my mind. I wouldn't say that is the reason why I decided. So then we decided to get into it. My father's way of working was totally different. So I had to tell him that, okay, now I'm taking over. So you have to move out.
Yes, that transition is
very delicate. And it is basically, initially he would keep asking, did you do this? त्याचं काय झालंय? मग ह्यांची ऑर्डर आली का? त्यांची ऑर्डर आली का? So I would lose my patience and all. But Girish would tell me, be patient, don't this thing, I'll handle him. And he would tell her, she's handling, let her handle. Let her make the mistakes. Whatever it is, let her do it. If she needs help, she will come and ask.
Yes.
So slowly, he also got the confidence. So initially for 2 years, I was working with my father. And then he stepped out. Because I had to, I knew the product, I knew the machinery. Because since childhood, I've seen it.
You've seen it, yes, yeah.
I knew some of the customers. Even today, some of the old customers, I've heard their names as a child.
Right.
So I know, okay, these people we have supplied 40 years ago. That type. what I had to learn was handling finances, and more difficult than finances was HR, because HR is people,
Yes.
and the people who were working there at that time were people who were working for the last 20 years with my father.
Yes.
So they had their own mindset, they had their own ideas, they thought, and my father was dependent on them for some things, because
That's how things have been.
Yeah, so it was like the एक काय म्हणतात नारायण असतो घरातला
हो.
तसा एक
हा.
there would be one or two people who were of
Correct.
that
मग त्यांचं
category.
तुम्हाला सगळंच ऐकावं लागतं.
Ha, then the thing came that she is come now, she is a lady, she is a boss now. So there were some clashes, this, that, so which had to be handled.
So here I want to ask you, in any leadership role, right, it is very important that your team trusts you and you have credibility with the team. Now in your journey, you started out with the accounts department first as a part-time or just as an employment, and from there you've directly gone to taking over the company as a whole.
Yeah.
So what were the efforts that you had to make as a leader that they start trusting you and following you?
Yeah, so initially there was no team. There was only one person, one girl who was there, who was handling the accounts, purchase, everything. And she was working with my father. Father would tell her, my father was the whole and soul.
Huh.
So I had to develop a team. So develop a person, separate person for accounts, have two people for sales, have person who is in charge for the production, have a person who, and as the business grew, have a person for billing, have a person for dispatch, everything.
Yes.
So now I have a team of 5-6 people. I even have a person for recoveries from customers. So people said, why do you need a person? I said, because if I recover fast, my finances will flow
they're
in
more
fast.
smooth. Yeah, cash flow is better.
Cash flow is better. And so I had to develop this team. And one thing when I took over, I keep saying this, take Girish's name, but he has taught me a lot of things when it comes to systems and processes.
Yes.
So first thing he told me was, I'm giving you 3 years. In 3 years' time, you should be able to go on a holiday for 15-20 days with your phone switched off.
Okay.
So you develop your team accordingly. So then initially I took MBA graduates. Then I realized, okay, teaching them is very difficult. They have to unlearn what they have learned and then come to a basic level. So then I decided की 12वी झालेला किंवा undergraduate किंवा graduate. आणि from the local area, from the villages of Pirangut. I started employing these people. So, in fact, a lot of ladies are working with me. So, there came a time when I had to take a conscious decision कि आता office मध्ये I need men. Boys or men to do some jobs.
Right.
So then consciously I have taken that decision and put over there. And so in 3 years' time, I went for a holiday for 15-20 days with my phone switched off.
Wonderful.
And even to date, if I get a call from customer, that means something has gone wrong in the system.
In the system, yeah. The process is not working.
Process is somewhere, some glitch is there. Or the customer, in fact, the customers, they say, Madam, तुम्ही येऊ पण नका. आम्हाला भेटायला. They tell the sales people, like I keep telling them की माझी मीटिंग ठेवा कस्टमर बरोबर. तर ते म्हणतात नाही मॅडमला नका आणू. मॅडमना याची गरज नाहीये. That is actually one is because I have empowered my team.
Yes.
Another thing is because I'm a woman. Because I have realized being a woman in this industry, I don't think there is anyone in the industry which I am in. Right. Packing material.
Packaging and all. Yeah.
Any lady is there. I'm the only lady. That's what I believe. Because when I go for seminars and all, the only ladies over there I see are from big companies, their staff and all that.
Employees, basically.
Employees. So over there I realized that people, they cannot communicate with me. They don't know how to talk to a woman. Even when I go for a meeting with the purchase person, if it's an engineering industry, I have the salesperson with me. I will be asking questions, they will answer to
them. Yes.
I went to buy machinery to Gujarat. The person from whom we are buying the machinery, so Girish had come with me because then we had plans की तिकडून पुढे अजून थोडंसं फिरून
whatever,
येऊ वगैरे असं. So Girish was there with me. I am asking questions. He is answering Girish. He is asking Girish questions. Girish is saying, no, she is the one. Please ask her. I don't know anything about this industry. So that is still the state in when it comes to women in industry.
So my question to you here would be, there are two things that you spoke about here. One is that you employed a lot of women locally, right?
Yeah.
Which is also unheard of on shop floors.
Yeah.
Secondly, you are one of the very few women industrialists in this segment.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you look at this, very male dominated industry? Is this going to be, being a woman, your advantage, or has it proven to be a disadvantage to you?
It is an advantage because when I speak to my customers, when I go for the initial meeting, they have some form of trust. Because the way I present, it is an emotional touch. It is a not just कि ये quotation है, ये figures है, आप बोलो क्या चाहिए. It's not that. I study. I give them suggestions. I go when it comes to designing the packaging for their project, whatever product is there. I go into designing it. So as a woman, it has helped me in that way. There's an emotional touch to the business.
Yes.
Which बाकी most of them are
it's a dry business.
It's a कि order है लेके जाओ, that type. So one is there's an element of trust from the customer and from the vendor side.
Right.
कि इनका पैसा जाएगा नहीं. There will be a period where I have problems in paying the vendors, but they are sure that okay इनका पैसा आएगा. That trust is there. So that helps as a woman. And disadvantages, I wouldn't say disadvantage or anything. It just feels odd, different, that you go in a, there's a evening get together or something.
Yeah.
And you have all men over there. They don't bring their wives also.
Okay.
So you have all men over there, and then they are more interested in the drinks and the dinner.
Yeah, that's their networking part.
That's the networking part. So then initially I would feel very awkward. Then I was told, okay, you look at it as an advantage that you're the only woman, so you're noticed. You're noticed that you're there.
Correct.
And people come and then talk to me because they realize, okay, even if Girish is there with me for some of the get-togethers,
right.
because he's also a part of Radhan, he's a partner there.
Oh, okay.
So we go for some of the events together. So he also looks different in that crowd. And I always wear a sari when I go for these events.
Wonderful.
So that makes me look different.
Stand out anyways. Yeah.
Stand out anyways. So we are looked at as a different couple. So people come and talk to us in a different manner. Things like that. So it's an experience. It's something you learn. It's something you go along with.
Okay.
So, and in the factory, the first thing that I've done is delegation. So I delegate. Everything is delegated. Each one is responsible for their work. If they and each I would say each a job has only one person there. So they have to learn their job and they have to teach it to the others.
Correct.
Because if they want to go on leave, they have to tell me who is going to do their work.
Oh, that's a beautiful system.
So you cannot say की मी सुट्टीवर चाललोय मला माहित नाही माझं काम कोण करेल. हे असं नाही चालणार. तुला सुट्टी हवी तेवढी सुट्टी घे. महिनाभर सुट्टी हवी महिनाभर सुट्टी घे. बट तुझं काम कोण करणार
ते सांगून
जा. So that has worked a lot. So everyone knows what the other person is doing. सगळ्यांना सुट्ट्या मिळतात. कोणी असं होत नाही की सुट्टी पाहिजे आणि मिळालेली नाहीये. Of course, I keep telling them, you have to ask for it. You don't have to demand it. So that is one thing. So there are many things which we have inculcated in the factory. A lot of welfare things we do with the workers.
Okay.
We have almost 20 ladies doing the production work, one part of it. So we keep interacting with them because they have a lot of issues.
Yes.
even at home and everything. So we'll put in a lot of effort to handle their issues or give them the power to handle their issues. So there are many things. Like I said, HR is the most difficult.
Yes.
Finances you can learn to do it, but HR is dealing with human behavior. तो माझ्याकडे बघून हसला
हा
असं पण म्हणजे आलेलं आहे माझ्याकडे.
ओके
So it could be that he
काही
is
interpersonal-
laughing and he turned around and she was there.
हा
So then I had to handle it.
Ah.
You know how to handle it. So some issues like this keep coming. So I put in that one thing which I would like to say, that if you have a problem, you come with the problem and you come with the solution.
ओके
Anything, be it the production problem or any problem,
any issue throughout
any
your,
issue, any department, you come with the solution also. Then we will discuss your solution. If
What
I
is
have any other
feasible,
decision,
right.
what is feasible, everything, then we will see and we will take a call.
That's beautiful.
So that reduces the number of complaints coming to you.
So I think the few takeaways here is delegation.
Delegation is very important.
It's key.
Otherwise,
And,
you will be sitting there 24 hours.
Yes, and constantly training the
Training.
next batch,
And trusting them.
trusting them. So empowerment. Basically.
Yeah.
During your journey with Radhan Plastics, while as a leader, you have faced a lot of tough situations, whether it's a flying raid from the excise office or the plastic ban. And even COVID, which
Yeah.
affected manufacturing a lot.
No.
So, what have these experiences taught you, and how have you gone through them?
Yeah. So with the excise, what happened was one day the accountant, she kept over months kept telling me there's no excise to be paid, no excise to be paid. So I used to wonder. So I thought maybe the purchase is more than the sale. So that is why there's no this thing. And that time I was just means I wasn't what it would have been about 2-3 years into my
Transition.
joining the industry. So then I called the consultant and I told him, please go through. So then we realized we had to pay 17 lakhs. And the bank balance was increasing because we were not paying the excise.
Right.
So then immediately he did the calculations and everything, and including the fine and penalty and everything, we just deposited, paid the 17 lakhs. And after 2 days, we had a flying squad. You used to have those flying squads of excise. 2 people came in my factory. One was a Bihari and one was a Maharashtrian. And they were those, inspectors. The Bihari came and he would, आपका ये नहीं ठीक है, वो नहीं ठीक है. You have defaulted in paying 2 lakhs of rupees or 3 lakhs of rupees. So I was confident that we have paid. So I called up the consultant. I said, these people have come. I was at home. So I got a call that these people have come. So my father told me, you go and you take your mother with you.
Okay.
As 2 ladies. I will not come with you. So we went to this thing, and while going, my father gave me an envelope. He said, keep this with you. If you give this to them, they will go away.
Ready. Yeah.
Go away. So they came, they did halla gulla. They for good 3-4 hours they were at my factory. And they were, ye lock kar dunga, wo lock kar dunga. And the Bihari guy would come and, pounce on us. And the Marathi guy would come and then talk in Marathi. And
Good cop, bad cop.
They were playing the good cop, bad cop. So then I called the excise consultant. I said, see, if there is something wrong that has happened from me, I'm ready to pay the penalty. You tell me where and how much.
Point it out. Yeah.
Point it out. नहीं ये है वो है ये मटेरियल इधर क्यों पड़ा है ये है वो है. He kept shouting. So then after 4 hours the consultant also said कि there's nothing. I've checked everything again just now. There's nothing that is due to us that we have to pay. So then I said ठीक है. They kept shouting. The good cop bad cop thing was going on. Then finally after 4 or 5 hours the bad cop comes and says, okay, I have to go somewhere else. वहाँ पे ज़्यादा गड़बड़ है. And he went off. That's envelope which was there as it is with me. I said, if I'm not wrong, if I'm wrong, see,
I'll take ownership.
See, the thing is, my this thing is there are many things that statutory things which are there.
Yes.
A lot of things are there. And as an entrepreneur, I can go wrong because it's not possible physically, mentally, not possible to keep track of all the statutory requirements.
Yes.
So we can go wrong. So what my thing is that if I have gone wrong, you tell me where I have gone wrong. I will rectify it. So if any inspector comes to my factory, any be it factory factory
Any type
inspector,
of law
labor
enforcement
inspector,
agency. Yeah.
they keep coming. They I tell them, okay, you tell me what needs to be done, I will do it. Not just factory statutory, but even we have audits from companies.
Yes, right.
We had our customer audits. So we supply to pharmaceuticals. We supply to. So they initially would come and say, ki ye, you need this. So those I used to take it as points of improvement for me.
Okay.
So they would say ki you need to have your levels of raw material marked, which I said that's a good thing even for me.
Yes.
You need to have this, you need to have that. So some things are implementable, some things are not. So I would always, even when the other inspectors and everything come, because for me, I want that everything should be complied.
Yes.
I don't want I don't want any hanky panky. I don't want it, but some slips happen.
Yes.
So in that case, I'm there, I'm open. Okay, penalty hai, penalty bhar denge. Whatever is legally, what is to be corrected, I'm ready to correct. So that is how we have been doing. And then when the MPCB ban came,
Yes.
there was one day in Pune there are around 300, 400 plastic industries, same as ours. So all the industries, they just came and they cut the power.
Correct.
They
It
hadn't
was a very
se-
drastic action.
they hadn't sealed our factory. They had cut the power. So that is as good as
Yeah.
everything coming to zero.
Yeah, halt. Yeah.
Lost a lot of customers at that time. We would go every Monday and Wednesday to the MPCB office in Mumbai. Sit over there. Call up in the morning. Has the person whom we should meet, has he come? The secretary there, any other person whom we should meet. And they were all plastic walas sitting in that MPCB office for those 3-4 months that the chaos was there. And one thing I had said that I will not go with a bag anywhere and pay. Because see, we come from a naval background.
Yes.
And
Integrity is everything.
integrity and the thought that people said that they take money and this thing. No one asked me for money. No one asked me for money. No one this thing. The only thing that we kept doing is going and sitting in the MPCB office.
Just physically being there.
Physically being there. But they said we have nothing in our hand. Everything has come from the Mantralaya. So that was all. And then slowly in 3 months' time, they gave us some,
Some leeway started opening
They
up.
gave us some opening orders because we had a closing order. So they gave us some opening orders. And they said that you start with this, dheere dheere khul jayega sab. And then dheere dheere after 3-4 months things opened up. We lost a lot of customers because they needed the material.
Yeah.
They were buying from Gujarat and Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah.
So it is not that plastic was not coming into Maharashtra. Plastic was coming. But industries in Maharashtra were closed. And Maharashtra has been the worst affected with this. If you go to Rajasthan, if you go to Gujarat, you ask them, they say, kya ban? Kaun sa ban? So at that time that used to happen. So anyway, whatever it is we faced. So when the closure happened, as I said, Girish, first thing he asked me was, yarn kitna hai ghar mein? And that time, one thing I told Girish was, after 6 o'clock, we will not talk about the business.
Okay. That's a very important boundary you set.
Yeah, we will just not talk about the ban. Aaj kya hua? Whatever you want to talk, finish off before 6.
By 6, yeah.
Even if my father would call up after 6, even 1 minute after 6, I would not entertain his calls.
Personal
Because
life we can talk about.
they were into more stress than what I was in. Because for them,
It's their legacy of their lifetime.
कसं होणार, आता काय करशील म्हटलं बघू काय होतंय. So that was one thing which was there. We did try to work out, buy material from outside, supply to we spoke to some of our customers. So some of our customers who were buying from outside, after we started, again we approached them, and it was very nice of them. They were getting material at a lower cost than what we were giving them. But they agreed to switch back to us. And we were the only suppliers to many customers.
Okay.
So it is not that they had 2-3 suppliers or anything. And so actually it was a thing like you have the tariff right now going on with the US.
Yes.
The government realized that number of people registered in GST under plastic industry and the number of people registered under MPCB, there was a big gap.
Okay.
So maybe but the way it was conducted was not correct.
Not correct.
And then it did also happen that the EPR came up. So we had to learn those new things. We had to get that done. We had to, and problem was no one knew how to do
so
it.
you are learning on the job.
On the job means no one, even in the government, no one knew how to do it.
फक्त GR निघालाय.
So do it. How to do it, no one knows. There was no systems in place. The MPCB would say urban development department has to do it. Urban department would say MPCB has to do it. So that was going on at that time. So all of us, we faced, people moved the industries out of Maharashtra. They went to Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. So these things also happened at that time.
Okay. So how these different times that you faced, what has been your biggest learning through them?
One is you have to be calm. You have to put your boundaries that after 6 I will not discuss this. And just think rationally that what is going to happen.
Okay.
And just be there. That is the only thing. And keep trying.
Keep trying.
That is all. And then COVID, so everyone was affected.
Yes.
So COVID was, of course, we did pay all the workers the salaries. We did not give any cut to anyone. So it was a financial blow on us that way because, see, our workers are all come from the rural areas, especially the ladies. Some of them, they are the only bread earners in the family. They have to look after the children's education, husband's medical, everything is on them. So we decided that we will give the full salaries. And then after that, to get out of that financial, we did have problems when it came to giving them the salaries afterwards. So we would give them, in parts. But luckily, because we were there with them, we do a lot of social work with them, being a lot of welfare work with them. We have picnics every year. We do सत्यनारायणची पूजा असते. 1 जानेवारीला आमच्याकडे बायका स्वयंपाक करतात आणि आमचं एक जेवण असतं पावटा भात. तो पावट्याचा सीझन असतो. त्यांच्याच शेतातला पावटा आणतात, भात आणतात आणि पावटा भात केला जातो. तो सगळ्या वर्कर्स एकत्र बसून जेवतात. सो असे छोटे छोटे जे सगळे आहेत, गुढीपाडव्याला गुढी उभारली जाते, होळीला होळी पेटवली जाते छोटीशी. तर ऑल दीज थिंग्स हेल्प इन seeing that the workers are with you when you are going through bad times. So because times keep changing. So when you're going through a bad time, you need your workers to be with you.
Yes.
That is very important.
That's very important. We spoke a little bit about, the welfare activities that you're doing for the workers at Radhan. Apart from that also, you and Girish sir, both of you, are very active with your community welfare activities, whether it's in Rotary or whether it's at Ghar. So would you like to elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, so luckily both of us are of the same mindset that we always want to do something for people. So Rotary is an organization where through Rotary we can do a lot of projects.
Yes.
So if you're doing it on your own, you can do a little bit. You have limitation of finance, you have limitation of time, you limited manpower, everything. So Rotary, I found, is a very good organization through which you can do a lot of projects. And Rotary also taught me a lot of things. When I became the president, I was not sure about what is to be done. So that also helped me to overcome my introvert this thing.
Because again, you are mixing with a lot of different
people, and
Yeah.
as a president you have a lot of things going on.
Yes.
So
you are involved in everything.
So you have to not just in your club, but you're meeting at district level and everything. So that also helped me personally, and it also fulfilled my माझी इच्छा काहीतरी
हा,
करायची
हो,
जी
हो, हो.
आहे.
बदल घडवून
बदल
आणण्यासाठी.
घडवून आणायचा. आणि सो रोटरी इज वन थिंग, अँड अनदर थिंग इज अन ऑर्फनेज कॉल्ड घर.
Okay.
So there are about 40 girls over there who are being looked after at Ghar. So मला लोक विचारतात तू तिकडे जाऊन काय करते. म्हटलं मी काय नाही करत. म्हटलं आय जस्ट बी विथ द गर्ल्स.
हा.
कारण नुसतं जाते, त्यांना मिठ्या मारायच्या, त्यांच्याशी गप्पा मारायच्या, त्या मग काहीतरी कोणतरी येणार माझ्या केसाशी खेळत बसणार, कोणतरी येणार काहीतरी हे करणार, मग जस्ट स्पेंड टाइम विथ देम. कारण त्यांना ते पण गरजेचं आहे की समवन हु इज जस्ट कमिंग आणि स्पेंडिंग टाइम विथ अस, आणि काही शिकवत नाहीयेत, काही त्यांची अपेक्षा नाहीये आपल्याकडनं, काही नाहीये.
जो एक तुम्हाला ऍक्च्युली नॉर्मल फॅमिली सेटअप मध्ये जे अनकंडिशनल लव्ह मिळालं असतं ते ऍटलीस्ट पार्शली थोडंफार भरून काढू शकतात.
आणि बाकी कारण तिकडे जे लोक आहेत त्यांचं काम आहे थोडंसं डिसिप्लिन पण ठेवणं. मग त्यांना ट्युशन्स लावणं, त्यांना अभ्यास करून घेणं. सो अदर्स हु आर कमिंग टू टीच समथिंग किंवा काही असं. तर मी नुसतं जाऊन त्या मुलींच्यात बसते नुसती. मग सम गर्ल्स ओपन अप टू मी की काय त्यांचे प्रॉब्लेम्स आहेत, मग मी त्यांच्याशी गप्पा मारते. सो इट इज व्हेरी म्हणजे की एक
इट्स अ व्हेरी बिग इमोशनल सपोर्ट.
हां, इमोशनल सपोर्ट. इट्स अ प्लॅटफॉर्म फॉर देम इफ दे वॉन्ट टू ओपन अप. सो आय डोंट आस्क देम एनिथिंग. Sometimes they only just come and they shed a tear or two and then they start talking. So that also happens. So मला असं वाटतं की like even as a child I would teach my maids' daughters or children to study. I would teach the maids to read and write.
Natural inclination.
Because one thing over here I'd like to mention is my mother. She had put a rule in the factory की तुम्हाला जर सही करता नाही आली तर तुम्हाला पगार नाही मिळणार. तर ती सही करतात तेवढं तरी तुम्ही लिहायला शिकलं पाहिजे की स्वतःचं नाव लिहिता आलं पाहिजे, तेवढं तरी तुम्हाला शिकता आलं पाहिजे. सो दॅट इज समथिंग यु नो तिथून पण ते. आणि माय मदर यूज टू टेक अस टू ऑर्फनेजेस. शी वुड टेक अस टू विलेजेस की तिकडे कसे लोक राहतात बघायला. आमच्या वर्कर्सच्या विलेजेसमध्ये आम्ही गेलेलो ॲज किड्स. सो ते थोडंसं ते सोशलचं जे सोशल वर्क करायची जी इच्छा होती दॅट वॉज ऑलवेज देअर. And so that has always been there with me. And even in the factory, like there are cases where the lady's husband had cancer.
Okay.
And he was in his terminal stage. And she came to me, she said की ट्रीटमेंटसाठी पैसे खूप जात आहेत. So I just checked around and I found an organization which gives free treatment to terminally ill cancer patients. तर मला आठवत पण नाही मी कुठच्या संस्थेचं नाव दिलं, पण ती त्या बाईनी मग नवऱ्याला तिकडे नेलं अँड टिल द एंड ही वॉज टेकन केअर ऑफ. सो असं जे असतं त्यांच्या काही गरजा असतात की गायनेकोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लेम्स असतात, हे असतात. सो वी हॅव कनेक्ट्स, वी हॅव फ्रेंड्स. सो वी जस्ट आय पुट द टू टुगेदर. हिच्याकडे जा, त्यांच्याकडे जा, तिकडून तुला मदत मिळेल, हे कर ते कर, अँड आय गेट इट हेल्प देम आउट. सो तिथे पण ते थोडंसं सोशल हे होतं. त्यांना रिकरिंग डिपॉझिट काढायला शिकवणं, सो दॅट दे डोंट हॅव टू कम अँड आस्क मी फॉर ॲडव्हान्स एव्हरी इयर. ह्या गोष्टी पण आय हॅव डन विथ देम इन द फॅक्टरी. सो सोशल वर्क इज समथिंग विच इज व्हेरी
इंटिग्रल पार्ट ऑफ यू,
व्हेरी क्लोज टू माय हार्ट. या
यु नो सोशल वर्क आपण बोललो आणि यू स्टार्टेड वन ऑफ आर कॉन्व्हर्सेशन्स बाय सेइंग यू आर अ नॉन ॲडव्हेंचरस पर्सन. गिरीश सर इज अन ॲडव्हेंचरस पर्सन. पण मी जेव्हा तुमचं आयुष्य बघते आय फाइंड इट अ व्हेरी ॲडव्हेंचरस जर्नी. अँड ऑन दिस जर्नी हाऊ हॅज युअर फॅमिली सपोर्टेड यू?
Yeah, so me being a non-adventurous person is an advantage for Girish sir. कारण मी एक केलं की तू जा, मी नाही येते, तू जा. तुला जायचंय ना तू जा, मी घर सांभाळते, मुलं सांभाळते. कारण नाहीतर मग मुलांना कोण बघेल, मग बडबड करायची, ते मी केलं नाही. सो आय ऑलवेज टेल हिम की आय थिंक द बिगेस्ट थिंग दॅट आय हॅव डन इज आय हॅव लेट यू गो, है ना. अदरवाईज नाहीतर मग
दोघांचंही झालं नसतं किंवा मग मुलांकडे
मग मला वाईट वाटलं असतं की तो चाललाय, मला नाही जाता येते असे. दॅट इज थिंग. अँड द चिल्ड्रन हॅव बिकम ॲडव्हेंचरस. The children have become adventurous. आणि
So one of the things I wanted to ask you is that when you went back to work at Radhan Plastics and as the leader of the company, what was that transition for your kids like, and how did Girish sir come into the picture there?
तर the kids were grown up. म्हणजे I think Anurag must have been in 6th, 7th standard or something.
So he's the younger one.
Younger one. And Devyani would have been in the 10th in fact. तर or even later. तर at that time I used to go at 8:30 in the morning and leave the factory at 7:30 in the evening. And there was a lot of work to be done, a lot to learn. I had to physically be there to learn everything. तर मला 5 वाजता फोन यायचा मुलांचा की तू किती वाजता येणार. म्हटलं माहीत नाही मला, म्हटलं माझं झालं की मी येईन. तर असं मग एकदा गिरीशच्या कानावरती आलं, तर ही हर्ड देम आस्किंग किती वाजता येणार. तर गिरीशनी त्यांना सांगितलं की सी सो लॉंग मम्मा हॅज बीन देअर फॉर यू ऑल, नाव लेट हर डू what she is doing. So don't call her up and ask her what time you are coming. So I used to come at 8:30 I used to come home. And so that thing helped the children in their transition.
Yes, now and they also become more independent.
So see, I've been a very lazy mother, so my children have been independent that way. I never did anything for them. So
that's your modesty. I'm sure that's your modesty.
No, you can ask them. I never folded their clothes, I never packed their bags, never did anything. तर तिथे that is the time then the switch took over, the phone calls stopped. And then they became more aware that okay, मम्मा संध्याकाळी येते तेव्हा थकून येते, तर वी हॅव टू बी ॲट आवर बेस्ट, असं म्हणजे थिंग्स लाईक दॅट. That transition happened over there.
Beautiful.
So that was one thing, support from the family. Then my parents were staying in our building only, so त्यांचाही support होता. So they would be there for the kids. If I have to travel for anything, they would be there for the kids. असं होतं ते. So
they played a very important role basically.
Role.
Every member of the family.
The acceptance by the family is very important.
It's key. And before we let you go, there's one thing I'd like to ask you, is that is there a powerful piece of advice that you want to give the next generation of women entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs in general?
Yeah, there is one thing, and this was, I heard, I had come for a Women's Day program in Maratha Chamber. So that is the time there was one lady who was a guest speaker. And I don't remember who she was, what her business was, काहीच मला आठवत नाही, but I remember the advice she gave. And it was very powerful. त्या म्हणाल्या की तुम्हाला जर बिझनेस करायचा आहे, तुम्हाला जर घरातनं बाहेर पडून काहीतरी करायचं आहे तुमच्या आयुष्यात, तर एक लक्षात घ्या, माझ्याच हाताच्या गरम पोळ्या लागतात, मीच स्वयंपाक केलेला लागतो, मीच वाढायला लागतं, आणि माझ्याशिवाय घरातलं काही हलत नाही, हे जरा साईडला ठेवायची गरज आहे. सो दॅट इज समथिंग विच इज व्हेरी पॉवरफुल. कारण सी, इट इज ओके टू बी, देर इज नो हार्म इन बिईंग अ होम मेकर. इट इज 100% अ फुल टाईम जॉब. म्हणजे टू सच अन एक्सटेंट की माझ्याकडे जेव्हा मुलगी मी ठेवते कामाला इन द ऑफिस, एव्हरीथिंग आय डू आय रिलेट टू हर विथ वॉट शी डज ॲट होम. कारण तुम्ही घर पण जेव्हा चालवता तेव्हा इट इज अन ऑन्टरप्रेनरशिप.
देर इज अ सिस्टम टू एव्हरीथिंग.
देर इज अ सिस्टम, देर इज अ प्रोसेस टू एव्हरीथिंग. डाळ किती आहे, तांदूळ किती आहे, कधी रिऑर्डर लेवल्स काय आहेत, एव्हरीथिंग इज देअर. पैसे किती आहेत, सो यू हँडलिंग फायनान्सेस, कामवाली बाई, यू आर हँडलिंग द HR. सो एव्हरीथिंग यू आर डुईंग. सो ॲज अ होम मेकर ऑल्सो यू आर अन ऑन्टरप्रेनर. पण तुम्ही जर ठरवलं की नाही मी आता बाहेर जाऊन काहीतरी करायचं आहे आयुष्यात, तर मग एक पाय मागे ठेवू नका, तो पुढे घ्या. कारण एक पाय मागे ठेवून तुम्ही पुढे जाऊ नाही शकत, तुम्हाला तो उचलून पुढेच घ्यायला लागतो. तर तुम्ही स्वयंपाकाला कोणतरी ठेवा, किंवा मी पण आय कुक बट नॉट एव्हरी डे. आय कुक वेन आय फील लाईक. जेव्हा मला वाटतं की आज मला काहीतरी छान करायचं आहे तेव्हा मी स्वयंपाक करते. एरवी मी रोजचा स्वयंपाक मी नाही करत. आणि काय बनवायचं हे पण मुलगा, आता मुलगी इज नॉट स्टेईंग विथ अस, पण मुलगा आणि नवरा दोघं जण ठरवतात. मुलगाच ठरवतो जास्त करून की त्याला काय हवंय, बिकॉज ही इज अ मॅरेथॉन रनर, सो ही नीड्स टू टेक केअर ऑफ. न्यूट्रिशन इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. सो ही डिसाइड्स व्हॉट ही वॉन्ट्स टू ईट अँड दॅट इज कुक्ड इन द हाऊस अँड आय एम ओके विथ इट. So there is no hassle with it. So you have to be okay with you not cooking and doing the household work. That is all. That is my biggest takeaway that I have got from someone else.
So thank you, Manisha, for your valuable insights and for a
My pleasure.
lovely conversation that I'm sure the two of you had. Why I'm saying I'm sure you had, because I was not there during the conversation that was going on. Okay, I have just entered the conversation to say to thank you to Manisha and to Apurva for conducting, I'm sure, a wonderful interview. And I'm sure you would have got some valuable insights, especially if you're a lady or maybe even a male. Okay, because you would be having mothers or sisters or your wives who are also probably entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, and we do plan to bring more such episodes. So definitely do subscribe to our channel. Give your comments. What sort of content would you like to see more? Press the bell icon for the notifications and look forward to a fantastic future. क्योंकि जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा.